The drought of 1404 had devastated great parts of my kingdom. Life was hanging by a thread. My people were hungry and desperate. They needed food and land to survive. And I needed help.
Father, you have sent for us.
Yes, my sons. I seek your advice. My people are starving and weak. Their fields produce no fruit or crops. We must help them, or great tragedy will befall our kingdom.
You say they have no strength to farm our lands, yet they swing their scythes at us. I say we make them march, conquer the lands to our north. Let them fight, if they want to fight.
Father, it is not another war we need. We have plenty of lands to the south. There are countless islands in our kingdom with fertile soil and fields. I say we set sail, settle, and farm that which is already ours.
I like the sound of that. We shall take to the sea and settle our islands. Now be gone. Great work lies ahead of us. There is no time to waste.
Devonport, what are you doing here?
Master William, sir, your father thought it a good idea that I aid you on your travels.
But Devonport, you can't travel on ships. You get seasick.
Indeed, sir, a concern I addressed with your father.
And he still sent you?
Yes, he knew an easy solution to my problem.
And what would that be?
To lean over the railing if need be, sir.
Lovely. Well, welcome on board. May this journey be a pleasant one for us and your stomach.
Thank goodness we have arrived. Master William, we are close to the island your father the king would like us to settle on. I hear your brother Edward has also arrived, and has already begun to build a settlement. Perhaps we will meet him later on in our travels. For now, Master William, may I introduce to you Pioneer Tom.
Mr. Devonport, sir, we have completed the warehouse on the island. The island is ours now.
Very good. Let's get a better overview of the area by taking a look around, and then try to reach the warehouse by following the displayed arrow. Well done, Master William. You have found the warehouse.
Mr. Devonport, here is that book you asked for.
Ah, thank you ever so much, Tom. Master William, this is our logbook. I will list all our missions and detail our progress here. You can always have a look there if you forget what to do next. Select the highlighted button to take a look at what we should do next, now. Now let's open the tooltip for the warehouse. To do so, hover the cursor over the building and press the displayed button. Well done, Master William. As you can see on the screen, we do not have any inhabitants living in any of our settlements so far.
But many of us will come to your island if you provide us with houses and goods.
I hope so, Tom. When we fulfill these needs, our inhabitants will happily be willing to pay taxes, which we can then use to improve our settlement.
Taxes? Happily.
We had better speak about taxes later. Master William, let us build the first inhabitant's house for our friend Pioneer Tom.
We're going to need a lot of wood to build these. Unfortunately, we have very little left. So little that we can only build one house now.
Quite right, Tom. But there is a simple solution to that, you'll see. For now, Master William, let's build that one house. I have marked out an area for the first inhabitant's house. Choose where you want to build it. In order to build something, you have to access the construction menu. Select the highlighted button to open it. To place buildings, move them to the position of your choice.
Thanks very much, Master William. My family really likes the spot you chose for our new home.
You're welcome, Tom. Master William, next we need to build a road connection from the house to the warehouse.
That's right. Without a road, we cannot get the food we need.
So, let's connect the inhabitant's house and the warehouse by building a road between them. In order to build a road, you need to open the construction menu. You can press the displayed button as a shortcut. Select the point where you... Do you see the displayed line? Press the same button. Build more roads, or press the displayed button to end road construction.
Well done, Master William. We can now reach the warehouse to get food for my family. Thanks to you, this island has become a home to us.
We now have to make it home to more than just one family. Master William, your father the king is expecting our support in the form of food soon, and we will need many more people to get the job done.
Still, as I mentioned before, we need wood to build more inhabitants' houses, and we used the last wood for the first building.
That's why we must spend a few gold coins to build a lumberjack's hut and connect it to the warehouse. Press the displayed button. Well done. The lumberjack's hut is built, and the position is well chosen. There is enough space for trees to grow. Now we need to connect it to the existing roads so that its goods can be collected by the market wagons. The lumberjack's hut is connected to the warehouse. Can you see the market wagon coming from the warehouse to get the wood?
The wood has reached the warehouse. We could expand our settlement now.
But first, we need to get a better overview of the island, so we don't lose track of our buildings. You can do that by zooming in or out. Go ahead, try it. To get a better overview of the island, press the displayed button once or twice. Hover your cursor over the location you want to take a closer look at, and press the displayed button. Now that you know how to keep an overview of what is going on, we should start expanding our small settlement.
I know many people that would join this growing community if we could provide them with houses.
So, let's expand our village by building 3 more inhabitants' houses and connecting them to the warehouse via roads. You can also copy a building. Move the cursor above an existing building and press the displayed button to copy it. We need 2 more inhabitants. Please build 1 more inhabitant's house. Impressive! You've placed the required houses so that you didn't even have to build a new road. Excellent, Master William. Our number of inhabitants is increasing. If you continue to progress at this rate, we will have a productive metropolis much sooner than expected. We can soon begin to send food back to your father, the king.
Mr. Davenport, sir, speaking of food, we have a lot of pioneers now, but no steady supply of food.
We need to ensure that our stock of food does not run empty. We do not want people to leave the island. Because if they leave, their houses will collapse, and worse. They will no longer pay taxes.
Here is a beach, and we saw fish by the shores. I suggest we build a fisherman's hut.
Tom is absolutely right. Yet be careful. More than one fisherman's hut would be unwise, as the running costs would be too high for us at the moment. Select the highlighted fisherman's hut icon. Please be patient, Master William. We have to wait until there is enough wood before we can build a fisherman's hut. Now connect the fisherman's hut with a road. You know how this works now, don't? Excellent. We can be proud of what we have already accomplished.
We have wood to build and food to eat, so we're happy. This is becoming a very nice settlement. Maybe you should start looking for ways to expand.
Well done, Master William. Our first mission is accomplished. Now, how do we get off this island?
Master William! Master William! The name is Bellard, as in Henry Bellard, the famous seafarer and adventurer. I am his daughter, Evelyn, at your service. Your king has sent me to be your personal advisor.
My personal advisor?
Don't be fooled by my age, sir. I have travelled many seas and been to far distant places only few eyes have seen. I am a well of experience.
And of confidence, it appears.
Indeed, sir. Humility is not one of my virtues, which is why I would like to suggest a plan.
A plan? Oh, please, don't let me stop you, if such a thing is possible.
All right, my plan is as follows. There's an old deserted settlement nearby. The island might be suitable for us to use to start producing food for our starving people.
But where will we find this island? And where do we acquire the resources to build a new settlement there?
Don't worry, Cornelius. I've brought some wood and stone with me to help us off to a good start.
Wonderful. But I would prefer it if you were to call me Mr. Devonport, as everyone else does.
All right, Cornelius, I will. As for the location of the island, I've been there many times in the past. It shouldn't be a problem to navigate a ship there.
A ship? Must it be a ship?
I'm afraid so. Why?
Well, sea travel just doesn't seem to agree with my constitution somehow. But don't you worry about me. I'll be just fine.
Let's set sail then. We need a new island in order to expand our territory. Select your ship and sail it there.
Yes,
Hold
sir.
the display button to make the ship move. The ship will follow the cursor. Perfect. Just great job. We're almost there. Land in sight. Great. We have arrived at the island. You're a natural talent at commanding a ship. Cornelius, are you all right?
In a second, Miss Ballard, in a second. Once my legs stop this terrible trembling. There we are. Please, continue.
Master William, as you can see, I've already told the ship's crew to convert the ship to a warehouse. Next time, that will be your job.
Transforming a ship into a warehouse stakes our claim to this island. The warehouse sends out market wagons to collect goods for storage.
We should take a closer look at our new island.
You are right. Just look at the grain fertility level. 75%. This soil makes it impossible for the grain farms to work at peak efficiency.
The fertility is displayed at the top of the screen, right?
Yes, but we will have to talk about this in more detail later. For now, we have more important matters to attend to. Do you see the icon above the lumberjack's hut?
He has a problem that we need to take care of.
Select the building so we can find out what is going on. Now select the highlighted. There are not enough trees for your lumberjack to fell. His productivity is pretty low.
Make sure that his entire influence area is filled with trees.
Master William, Cornelius and I are here to assist you. Each time a building has a problem, an icon will appear, hovering above that building.
There are different icons for the various problems a building can have. If you look closely, you can already tell by the icon just what the problem is.
If you need more information, do what you just did. Select the building, select the exclamation mark icon, and we will give you some advice.
As we have learned, this lumberjack's hut is unproductive, yet we still pay the regular running costs. This is causing an unnecessary strain on our budget.
We already have a lumberjack's hut on our other island, so we should demolish this building. If you would like to demolish something, you must open the construction menu. Move the weight to hover over the building you want to destroy, and then press the displayed button on your wheel.
Now we must talk about gold coins. The lumberjack's hut was badly placed, as it did not produce anything, and we still have to pay gold coins for it on a regular basis.
But the inhabitants pay taxes. Why is this a problem?
Because of the balance, Miss Ballard. If we pay more than we earn, we will have a negative balance. A negative balance means we are constantly losing gold coins. Since we don't want that, we need to have a positive balance.
How do we achieve a positive balance?
That is the challenge. Production buildings cost us gold coins in operating costs. They produce goods we need to expand or to meet inhabitants' demands. The inhabitants, on the other hand, pay taxes regularly. That is our main source of income.
And we have to find the right balance between the number of inhabitants and the running costs of the different buildings.
Exactly. We also have to set an appropriate tax rate for our inhabitants in the tax menu. I have prepared an info screen for this topic. Since you now know all about taxes, you should adjust the tax rate. The people are quite happy at the moment, so we can raise taxes to improve our balance. You can adjust them using the tax menu.
We can live with these adjustments. As long as you invest the gold coins in fulfilling our needs and improving the community, we will be happy to pay these taxes.
To be able to fulfill those needs, we have to know what they are. While we are at it, we can also have a look at how we can improve our inhabitants' standards of living.
To do so, we should select an inhabitant's house.
At the top of the screen, we can see the number of inhabitants, as well as their needs and demands. Apparently, our inhabitants require a chapel and some milk.
We should take care of that quickly by building a chapel and a dairy. Could you also explain the upper bar, please?
The upper bar is currently empty, which is good. All the basic needs we are not fulfilling will be displayed there.
The only basic need pioneers have is food. That means we've fulfilled all their basic needs for now, and the bar remains empty.
The second bar shows the additional needs our people have.
These needs we should fulfill as quickly as possible.
The costs, Miss Ballard. Don't forget the costs.
See it as an investment. As soon as the buildings are finished, the pioneers will rise to the next level and become settlers. Then they will expand their houses accordingly.
We will be able to accommodate even more inhabitants and earn more taxes. This plan might actually work. So, let's start by building a chapel.
Let's build a chapel. Mind the influence area. It should cover as many inhabitants' houses. Great job! All of our inhabitants now have access to a chapel. Well done. We have built our people a chapel. Good work.
You can select the chapel at any time to see its influence area, which should cover as many inhabitants' houses as possible.
Of course, Cornelius. Not every pioneer needs his own chapel. What else do we have to do?
Remember how the inhabitants were also demanding milk? We should build a dairy, for which there's a nice spot here.
First, we need to demolish those roads that are blocking us from building here. To demolish roads and trees, select the Demolish tool from the construction menu. Press and hold the displayed button to define an entire area to demolish. Good! There is now enough space to build a dairy. It produces milk, which will help our people to advance to become settlers. Like the lumberjack hut, the dairy needs space so that the cows have room to graze. Less room means less milk. While we're waiting for the first shipment of milk, maybe you could explain this goods and demands
Thing? How quaint. Yes, of course. Actually, we should discuss just how our inhabitants, and thus our settlement, can reach a higher civilization level.
Sounds rather complicated, but I'm sure you've already prepared something to explain this complicated matter very easily, haven't you?
Of course I have. If one is prepared, one is able to feel much more confident. Oh dear, where did I put those info screens again?
You can select a house to see the needs of its inhabitants and to which extent those needs are satisfied. and have thus upgraded to a new civilization level. All because we have provided them with a chapel and some milk.
See how they are upgrading the inhabitants' houses? There is now room for more people in every upgraded house. To upgrade their houses, the inhabitants require building materials. In this case, it's a small amount of wood for each house.
Since things are progressing well, we should focus on the main mission the king gave us. Gather food for our starving people at home. The settlers are able to build grain farms. Grain farms allow us to gather food more effectively.
More effectively than the fisherman's hut, certainly. Yet, grain farms require a certain soil. The better the fertility on an island, the more productive the farms will be.
I remember we talked about fertility when we first settled this island. The fertility for grain on this island is a bit low. Is it wise to build the grain farms here?
For now, we shall have to take what we can get. We can compensate for it by building more farms.
Then we should work with what we have. We have enough space on this island for the moment. Let's build some grain farms then. The grain farms are built. Now we just need to wait for our marketplaces to be filled.
Yes, that is going well. But our balance isn't as good as it could be. The grain farms are very expensive in their upkeep.
What are we going to do about it?
We have to raise the taxes. The settlers have higher demands than pioneers, but they are also willing to pay more taxes.
I guess you're right. We have to improve our balance by raising the taxes.
Remember to raise the taxes. As long as our inhabitants are happy, we can increase taxes. Good. Our balance has improved, and we have a working food production. We can begin sending the food we've produced to your father, the king.
That is great news. We can start helping our people now. Once we have enough food, we can deliver it to your father by sending it as a tribute.
Build more grain farms to produce more grain. We have enough food to send to the king. Open the tribute menu to do so.
We have readied the shipment of grain for the king. This should be enough for our people.
Quickly done. Let's hope your brother was as successful as we have been, Master William.
Let's hope so. Only together will we be able to overcome these problems and save our people.
Not a bad start.
Not bad at all, Master William, but unfortunately, not enough.
What are you saying?
Demand is higher than what this land will produce.
So, what do we do?
We must find new land, better land.
But how? We don't have a ship.
Then let's build one.
My calculations indicate that we will require quite some time until we have produced enough food to both feed our own people here and to send the needed amount back to your father.
We could search for an island with better grain fertility level. To do that, we would need a ship.
Ah, a ship? Traveling? Again, is this really necessary, Miss Bellard?
As you just said, it will take too long with just the islands we currently have. First, we need to build a shipyard. It's a building that will allow us to build ships.
A shipyard also generates running costs. And do not forget the wood and the gold coins we will need just to build one.
Consider it an investment, Cornelius. Better land is more important than some gold coins or your stomach. We have to build that shipyard. Like the fisherman's hut, a shipyard needs access to the sea and can only be built on beaches. Luckily, there is a nice spot at the far end of this island. Like all other buildings, the shipyard can be found in the construction menu. Well done. I'm really looking forward to setting sail once again.
This place is too far away from the warehouse. We need to build a marketplace so that the shipyard has access to the wood it needs.
Right, let's hurry. We should build a marketplace near the shipyard and connect them with a road. You can rotate the marketplace, press a displayed button. All right, the marketplace has been built, but not connected to the shipyard. Please build a road to connect the two. Well done. The marketplace has been built and connected to the shipyard.
The shipyard is awaiting our orders. Should we really give the order to build a ship? Is there no other way?
Sailing is the best feeling in the world. Give the order to build an exploration ship so we can set sail as soon as possible. Select the shipyard and then select the ship icon. Select the Well done! The ship will be ready soon. Select the shipyard to see its progress.
As it seems I have no means of avoiding this new trip, I would at least prefer not to get lost. Where is the map?
Here it is, Mr. Davenport. The map was hidden under some of the books in your room.
Oh, never mind. This is a map of the region your father gave me during our last visit. It will help us to navigate in this area.
Let's have a look at it then. Simply zoom out until the map screen opens. Do you see the island to the southeast? That looks like a good place to expand our settlement. Now we know where to go. You have already commanded a ship, so it's finally time to set sail again.
Oh dear. Please, let's get this over as quickly as possible. Then we can build a warehouse on the southern island, so that I can leave this ship and get my feet back on dry land, where they belong.
Come aboard, Cornelius. Master William, please select the ship, sail us to the southern island and build a warehouse there. You can also use the map view to select our ships. The easiest way to navigate a ship is to send it out by plotting a course with buoys. Select the ship and then select the highlighted button to enter the plot course mode.
Yes, sir.
Hover your cursor over the sea and press the displayed button to place a buoy. The ship will then sail to this point. Well done! You can also navigate this way in the map screen, as long as you are in plot course mode. Send the ship to the island now. Uncharted islands have points marked on their coasts upon which you can build a warehouse. To do so, point at the location and press the display button while navigating the ship.
Island.
Finally, solid ground underfoot. Praise the heavens.
It's good to have another warehouse built. Now we can start to colonize this island.
Although my appetite still hasn't quite recovered, we should still start producing more food.
You are right. This island is quite fertile for grain. We will be able to send the food much more quickly.
I really need to rest, Master William. We have told you everything you need to know to finish this mission for your father. Build more grain farms and send the food produced to your father as tribute.
We are still here should you need help. Collect the food needed and send it to your father. Don't forget that Cornelius updates the logbook on a regular basis. We can improve our food production by building 2 grain farms on this island, as the fertility is very good here.
I have asked King George for a shipment of supplemental building materials.
Well done. The grain farms are producing well. Send your father food using the tribute menu. Remember that the king is still waiting for the food. Take a look in the mission section of the logbook for more details.
Build more grain farms to produce more grain. We have enough food to send to the king. Open the tribute menu to do so.
Well done, Master William. The needed food has been delivered. Hopefully your brother was as successful as we were.
The king has ordered us to return. He has sent a ship for us.
Cornelius, have you finally managed to conquer your seasickness?
No, but do I really have any other choice?
William, my son, I hail you. Your success makes a father proud.
Anything for you, father.
And it makes up for your brother's deficiency.
But I'm not to blame. I could grow nothing on the land you had me settle.
Excuses. Nothing but excuses. Winter is nearing, and our people need warm clothes and medicine. Go to the new lands to the south and bring back all that is needed.
As you wish, father.
And Edward, do not fail me again.
Of course not, father.